team matchup for you here between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Tampa. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Johnson. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man. Complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards. In today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Back to throw. Johnson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 33 and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Off play action. Brown. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 55 yards. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Walker, the tight end, in motion. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
He'll pitch it.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 47 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Brown to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brown.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
7-7, our score after 1.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Now they try the right side here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll barrel this way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Saints have moved out in front.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I would say they went 3-and-out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3-and-out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1-and-out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Looking to throw. Johnson. Over the middle, complete. That's Bates. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Johnson on 3rd and 2. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll try and throw for it here. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Off the play fake. Johnson eluding the pressure right. Walker. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. And now, Charles, what do? You want to create some space here for your punter if you have to punt.
I think maybe you just go quarterback sneak and try and create that space and hope your punter can help you out.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw from his end zone. Brown. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It's fielded at the 45. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They'll run on 1st down. Bates, nifty move. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bates, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Extra point splits the uprights, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's Brown. Off play action. And his throw here's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they'll be set up in great starting field position here as that's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Johnson now throwing on first down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 42 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, it's Bates, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw. Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Now Johnson looking to throw on second down. Forced out, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Looking to throw. Johnson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a one-point game.
Saints 20.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football. And now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
In the backfield, he'll get the carry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Lane. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Brown to throw on third down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Johnson on 3rd and 2. And Walker has it.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll run on 1st down. Bates. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bates. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. On 4th down, Johnson. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off-play action. Brown. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Brown now on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing. Let's go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is that the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake. Johnson. Wide open receiver complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's Johnson on 1st and 10. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, Brown dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Brown. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Brown. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but he did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Brown on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Brown. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And they'll run again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He's got it to the 43 here.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Johnson now to throw on second down. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st down, it's Bates. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Johnson got a man in the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bates, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Brown. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bates. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7.
And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game.
Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshake.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Brandon, I'm starting to edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bucs, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.